If you have ever felt anxious clicking send on a crypto transfer, worried your money might vanish into an empty void, you're not alone. That anxiety usually spikes when transferring Tether, or USDT. USDT operates as a network-agnostic stablecoin. It is not locked down to a single blockchain. Think of USDT purely as standardized cargo. Blockchains like Ethereum, Tron, and Solana are the physical highways that transport it. These highways run completely parallel to one another and never naturally intersect. To safely move this cargo, you only need to master 3 logistical phases: selecting your highway, paying the local toll, and pinpointing the exact delivery door. This checklist outlines exactly what you need: an active sender account, a valid receiver address, an agreed-upon network, and occasionally a specific routing memo. By treating your digital assets as physical freight moving through a structured logistics system, you turn a stressful guessing game into a predictable, routine operation. Step 1 begins with your recipient. Before you load your cargo, you need them to provide their exact destination details so you know which highway to drive on. This introduces the matching principle. Because distinct blockchains have zero ability to communicate or route funds between each other, both the sender and the receiver must be operating on the exact same network. Sending Tron cargo to an Ethereum address causes a crash into a locked vault, losing the funds forever. Prevent this by inspecting the destination address format. An Ethereum address always begins with 0x. A Tron address always begins with a capital T. By identifying that structural key, you gain immediate confirmation that the receiver expects the cargo to arrive via the Tron network, rather than Ethereum. Reading these visual prefixes acts as a built-in safety mechanism. It provides physical proof that you are loading your cargo onto a compatible road. Moving to Step 2, you will select your chosen network inside your exchange interface and budget for the required network fee. While your USDT cargo remains worth exactly $1, the gas fee required to transport it functions like a highway toll. This transportation cost fluctuates drastically depending on the route. Ethereum operates like a congested single-lane bridge, where drivers bid against each other, pushing tolls to $15. Tron is a middle-tier highway, keeping tolls predictably around $2. Solana is a high-volume expressway without congestion, bringing tolls to fractions of a cent. Because the cargo's value is fixed, your choice of network is an economic strategy. Selecting an efficient highway dictates the profitability of your entire transfer. Step 3 requires assessing your final destination to determine if a tag, memo, or message must be appended to your transaction. In our logistics model, a standard crypto wallet address serves identically as a building's primary street address. It directs the delivery truck to the correct piece of real estate. Self-custody wallets are single-family homes. Routing requires no additional information. Centralized exchanges operate as massive apartment complexes, accepting cargo for thousands simultaneously. The tag, or memo, functions as your specific apartment number, instructing the internal mailroom which account to credit. If you omit the tag, the delivery truck drops your cargo in the main lobby. The blockchain successfully clears the transaction, but the exchange has no idea who owns the funds, leaving them sitting indefinitely in a lost and found pile. The wallet address successfully gets your funds to the corporate property, but only the tag forces the corporation to credit your personal ledger. Step 4 is your mandatory final review phase. This happens immediately before you press send. You run through a rigid 3-point checklist. First, confirm your network explicitly matches the receiver's. Second, verify the visual prefix aligns with that network. Third, check if the destination requires a tag, and if it does, copy it over exactly. Implementing this strict mental pause is the operational difference between an amateur guessing game and professional asset management. With the checklist complete, you initiate the send command and wait for the interface to display its final success confirmation. Once the transaction successfully clears the blockchain network, your standardized cargo safely arrives intact on the destination loading dock. The processing time required for that arrival is entirely dependent on the inherent speed of the highway you selected during Step 2. By understanding the matching principle, budgeting your tolls, and verifying your routing tags, you now wield complete operational control over your digital wealth.